Hey, I am so pumped to tell you about this experiment I did tonight with making homemade coconut milk. It went so well, and I'm so proud of myself, yay! The ingredients for this recipe are 4 cups of water and 2 2/3 cups of organic unsweetened coconut flakes. This is the exact amount that's in the bag of Let's Do Organic unsweetened coconut flakes that's commonly sold in stores. That's the exact amount that it contains, 2 2/3 cups. You'll also need a pot to heat your water in, and you'll need a nut milk bag to strain the milk after it's mixed in your high-powered blender. Okay, the first step of our recipe here is to heat your 4 cups of water, not to the point of boiling, but just to the point that it is hot and maybe starting to steam just a little bit. You don't want it to scald the coconut flakes. After you have heated your water, take a separate bowl, preferably metal and not plastic, and pour this hot water over your coconut flakes. You're then going to let it sit for 15 minutes so that the coconut flakes can soften in preparation for putting them in your high-powered blender. After the coconut flakes have set in the hot water for 10 to 15 minutes, you're then going to blend that mixture in a high-powered blender. I used my NutriBullet RX to do this, and I'm very happy with how it did. You could obviously use any kind of Vitamix, Blendtec, or any other blender that has some good power. After you have blended the mixture for 1 to 2 minutes, you're going to then pour it into your nut milk bag, which is setting in the bowl where you're going to catch the milk as you strain with the nut milk bag. As you're straining your coconut milk with your nut milk bag into the metal bowl, you want to be very careful as you do it. You don't want to squeeze too hard, just a gentle, firm squeezing until all of the milk is gone. You'll be surprised how much you can actually get out of this pulp. So be patient and you will end up with more product in the end. After squeezing out every last drop of milk that I could get from the pulp in the nut milk bag, I ended up with just a little over 1.5 cups of dry coconut pulp. Because we squeezed out every last drop that we could get, this pulp is actually fairly dry. And I have learned tonight that there are many different things that you can do with the leftover pulp from making homemade milks like coconut, almond milk, soy milk, other things. So what I'm actually going to try tonight is a recipe that I just saw for a raw vegan coconut biscotti. Seriously? That sounds so sinful. And everything in the recipe is actually super healthy. So in moderation, that could be a really nice snack. I'll definitely let you know how that goes. My final yield for this recipe is a full 32-ounce bottle of yummy coconut milk. One thing I did forget to mention, and I did forget to put in the pictures that I took, is that I did use 4 organic medjool dates to sweeten the coconut milk. And so those were thrown in the high-powered blender with the coconut flake and hot water mixture. I have to say that I'm super happy with how this all went tonight. I just had to find some form of redemption after the serious flop that the quinoa milk was yesterday. Boy, I was motivated and I was eager, and it just did not turn out. But what's that phrase? If you at first you don't succeed, try again. So I encourage you to try a recipe like this at home yourself. It'll be awesome. Let me know how it goes if you try some. Have a good night. Surprise, I got a wild hair tonight, and I decided to go on ahead and make this recipe for vegan gluten-free biscotti using the leftover coconut pulp from this coconut milk recipe. If you'd like the recipe, I'll put the link below. Overall, I'm super happy with how this turned out. It's not quite as crisp. It's a little more moist than traditional biscottis I've had before, but I've got some ideas that I'm going to try to tweak it next time to make it more similar to the biscottis that you might have at a coffee shop or something like that. Anywho, I'm super, super happy, and I have to say I'm proud of myself for having some fun in the kitchen tonight. Hope you all are doing well. Talk to you soon.